Okay, it is time to talk iOS 26.2 RC2. If you followed along with the channel, you know the first RC was not very good, and all along we had really anticipated about getting a second one, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened about 5 days ago, back on Monday. And after using it for this week, and even pairing with the other RC1 from WatchOS, this is much more solid, it is more consistent, animations have been more fluid, and most importantly, battery life has been significantly better in my tests. Now, I will say that wasn't how it initially was right off of the bat. The actual battery life was kind of rough until I did a power recycle, but then everything has been much, much better. I will show you again, we are now up to 73 cycle counts on the 17 Pro Max, but still obviously 100% battery capacity here, so it's exactly what you would hope to see with a brand new device. Beyond that too, one thing we did not talk about on this RC2 was the iPhone storage and what it's taking up, so let's go down and talk about that really quick. And you can see iOS as a whole is using 23.17 gigs, iOS itself is 13.94, and Apple Intelligence is 9.24. So right along lines of what we've seen recently. And then system data is at 17.33 gigs. Again, kind of in line with what you would expect. This is nothing crazy, luckily, than what we've seen in the past. So one other thing too, if you missed it, the new build number here, is actually going to be two numbers higher than the first RC. It is 23C54. RC1 was 23C52. And I do feel this will be the version released to the general public as it is the most solid. And if you're wondering when that'll be, I think we have actually nailed this one. This should be around the 15th of next week. So that is next Monday. It's only 3 days away. And I do think this is the version that will go public. So we kind of talked about it. If we didn't get another RC this week, the full version would have been released on the 8th, but we did get a second RC, and now the 15th is definitely looking like the actual date that this will go public. Maybe the 16th, but we will know in the morning, because if you're not aware, Apple does actually usually drop some sort of hint in the newsroom or something saying a major release is coming out, which is usually at 1 Eastern time on that day, or 10 Pacific on that day they announced the release. One other thing we didn't talk about was Geekbench scores. Ever since the RC2 came out, we did it right after the download, and we know that's kind of junky, so this I actually just ran, and this gave us a 3832 single and a 9670 multi-core score. And if you want to see how that actually compares, well, you can see right here from that quick update on December 8th, right after we downloaded the beta, we knew it was re-indexing and it wasn't going to be as it should be. And you can see that really shows in the single core score. But more importantly, if you ignore December 8th state, December 7th, look at this. This was probably one of our highest scores on the beta. And then we actually blew that away with 3832. And then the multi-core score of 9670 is really almost the highest we've seen, except for this one October 30th date. So the performances here, again, these numbers really don't mean anything in day-to-day usage. It's really just going to be for those heavy users who like to fly around their phone and do 90 million things that is not truly reflective of what a beta will do. So now, having talked about that, I will say, thanks to this update, it has seemed to help with WatchOS ever so slightly also. Now, by no means is battery life still great on here. Obviously, no new features have been added either, but battery life has not been horrible with WatchOS 26.2 RC either. Still not ideal, definitely has work to do. This is a new Ultra 3, full 100% battery capacity here too, but yeah, I still think this needs more work than anything else out there, even over iPadOS. This has just been a neglected product from Apple, really. It's terrible, I hate to say it. Love the Apple Watch, but yeah, you guys who follow the channel know my thoughts on how everything's been going with WatchOS as a whole and how neglected that whole OS has felt. So that hasn't changed. Battery life is still subpar, but actually manageable. So we should see all these 26.2 releases in the next 3 days or so. Let me know your thoughts down below. How has it been working for you on all your devices? I'm very curious. I'm one person. Again, I'm about 75% convinced it's okay. Most issues with WatchOS, iPadOS has been great, and iOS is definitely right on par. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.